This is TWiT.
All right, let's talk about Twitter. And to do that, I would like to introduce Harrison Weber, news editor over at VentureBeat. Hello, Harrison.
Hi, how's it going?
Very well. Thanks for joining us the day before Thanksgiving. All right, so let's talk about Twitter. Twitter's going to start tracking apps on your smartphone because they want to deliver more targeted ads to you. So tell us what's going on.
Yeah. So they're calling it their app graph. Basically, they're going to they want to take note of the apps you've already downloaded on your phone and update that list periodically. Now, they say they're not going to take any data from these apps. So it's just the names of the apps that you've downloaded. But yeah, this is not an opt-in thing. They're going to do this automatically with a warning, and they want to start rolling this out soon.
Okay, so if they're not taking any data from apps, what exactly do they gain from knowing what apps that we have on our phones? And what do they want to do with at least just the app names?
Yeah, so they say it's for a few reasons. Ultimately, they're saying that the pitch is it's a more personalized Twitter experience. So that obviously means targeted ads, which they made pretty clear, improved who to follow suggestions, and other personalized things. What they can do with this, I mean, we can go on and speculate that, let's say, Lyft, like you were just talking about, wants to advertise to people who are, users of Uber. They can easily do something like that. So Twitter hasn't come out with any specific examples, but that's definitely a possibility.
Okay, so what exactly is App Graph? If I'm going to twitter.com, and what am I going to see that's different? Am I going to even notice this if I'm using some sort of a third-party Twitter app, for example?
Yeah, so it's just their name. It's almost a little bit deceptive when compared to the social graph, but it's just the name that they have for this gathering of app names. And so that's it. It's not a product for users. It's a product, presumably for advertisers, and it's pretty limited right now.
Does it? It sounds to me, at least on the surface, that this sounds like Twitter is moving more and more towards filtering our timelines, much like Facebook does. If one of the reasons that I actually don't go to twitter.com and look at people's profiles is because it started to weight tweets based on how many favorites or retweets or that sort of thing, which personally just doesn't work for me for Twitter. But is this sort of an inevitable shift to more of a Facebook experience?
Beyond advertising, that is what it seems like Twitter's heading towards. It seems like they're looking for new ways to cater to the people who don't just want this massive feed of everything that's happened and having to scroll through and see everything. So yeah, they're starting to personalize, or they're working to personalize. They've already said this. The tweets that you see when you come back to the apps, you don't have to scroll through each one. We already know that if someone favorites a tweet, it might show up as a suggested tweet in your timeline, even if you don't follow that person. So this appears to fall in line with that sort of personalization.
Do we know any details about what Twitter and advertisers might be, the sort of partnerships that might be going on behind the scenes here as far as revenue share? This sounds like it's all about advertising.
Yeah, they made it pretty clear that this is about advertising in their statement on this. They refused or rather declined to comment any further on it with us. But we'll probably see more of this in the coming year.